Recording in progress.
You guys, welcome to episode 54 of The Big Messy Bun. I'm coming to you after class again. I just finished teaching our Monday mashup class. This is a class that gathers participants from both of the lifting classes that I teach. One of the classes I teach is done from a chair, just like you see here, just a straight up wooden chair. The other class, we do everything standing or down on the floor. And so on Monday nights, we gather both groups together. Now you might think, well, how can you do that? Like, how can you gather both groups of people with such varying levels of ability? But let me tell you, this is where 35 years of teaching all different levels of humans makes this class doable and possible. So the class joined together back in March of 2025. I was visiting my boys and I wanted to keep up with our group while I was away. And I said to them, hey, would you guys mind if we all gathered together on this day? And so we gathered everyone together rather than having the two classes. Back then it was on a Sunday. And everyone loved it. Like, it was such a vibe to have people gathering from all over. I'm talking about a class I teach on Zoom. If you're new here, I teach fitness classes on Zoom. And so we gathered everybody and they all just loved it. They loved the feeling, the community that we have. And tonight after class, I really wish I would have hit record because we just had a beautiful post-workout discussion. And I got to ask my community members what and how keeps them going and what kind of got them started and how has exercise, not just my classes, but how has exercise changed their lives? And so I'm going to share with you quotes from, well, roughly quotes, okay? Come on, I took notes. I'm coming with notes. But I asked them, for people listening that maybe you've tried everything and you just feel like, why bother? My participants are here to tell you, bother. Take this to heart. The number one thing I'm going to share with you that's I hear over and over is the unbelievable changes that take place by being consistent. We don't do the most wild and outrageous workouts, but we do the basics regularly, consistently, safely, and effectively. And so I'm going to share with you what they've shared with me tonight. And I'm going to also throw in a few things that I've heard from participants over the span of my teaching career, which started in December of 1990, I believe, is when I first started. The fall or somewhere around there. Okay, so Randy is one of our members, and she said that she had tried workouts in the past. She had done videos by herself on her own, and she just couldn't be consistent at it. She would do them when she felt like it, but just didn't have it. She said being a part of the group, our community, has helped her stay consistent. And tonight, we were doing a push-up exercise at the end of our class, and I asked them, so it's very interactive when these classes take place. And so if you've been on Zoom, you know we have a chat. You can put stuff in the chat. So I asked them, put in the chat if you have a goal with your push-ups tonight. So she had a goal of doing 2 push-ups from her toes. Well, she did 6 on the first set. I didn't see the second, third, and fourth set because I was watching other people. But I do know that she got 6 when her goal was 2. And so that was very awesome. And we got to cheer her on. Not just myself, but others were like, way to go. It was beautiful. Now, another group member, Cheryl, she joins us from the West Coast. And she said she loves it because she can do it from home. She doesn't have to leave. And she said being a part of the group has helped as well. Again, doing workouts by yourself, they work. Let me tell you, they do work if you do them. But sometimes it's hard to get that oomph in your system. So being a part of a group has really helped. But she loves that she just has it right in her home. And I was lucky enough to visit her home and see her workout setup when I was out west. And let me tell you, it's her sewing craft room. She just moves things. You guys, you don't have to reinvent your house. You don't have to trash a whole room and make it your gym. People work out in their craft rooms. They work out in spare bedrooms. They work out in basements. They work out in kitchens. They work out in living rooms. It doesn't have to be fancy. When I moved here, I chose to have a room dedicated to my workouts. So I have a 2-bedroom home so that I have that space, but you can do it anywhere. My first 2 years of teaching online, I taught in the corner of my bedroom. I did. I taught a class from the corner of my bedroom. So you don't need to have anything fancy. So keep that in mind. Stephanie, she joins us from the West Coast as well. She joins us from California. And she shared quite a bit tonight. It's been lovely having her. She said she also, as Randy and Cheryl said, loves the accountability, loves knowing that we're there, knowing that we're consistent. She said, though, before she started in our classes, she started a walking challenge with some family members. That's what got her started. So if you're sitting here going, I don't even know where to begin, start by taking this podcast for a walk with you. This is episode 54. I got 54 times that you can go walking. Go re-listen to episode 1 through 54. Take me for a walk. Let's go walking together if that's going to help get you started. Do it. She said she also added more protein into her nutrition plan because she knows that the protein is the building blocks of her muscles and her mind. So she needs that. And she said what a difference it's made to put that focus, that emphasis when she's creating her meals. It's not rocket science, guys. Has anything I've shared with you yet been like, oh my God, never heard that one before? No, these are real human tips. Another thing that she loved is that she says when she attends class, now this is a little bit of a shout out to my teaching style, is that she says you speak life through the screen. What she means by that, these classes are not typical. I am not your typical fitness instructor who comes in and tells you to lift this 12 times, that 10 times, that 6 times, those 4 times. No, I will be educating you. I will be taking what we do in the gym, and I call your workout space your gym, whether it's your bedroom, whether it's the basement, whether it's the garage. For the time you're with me, we reference this as your gym. And what happens in the gym is often related to real life. She said that's been a huge pivot for her, is the mindset that gets created in this space. And I can tell you, I'm an expert at that. I am. I am very good at taking what we do in this gym and making it relatable to life so that when you're out in the real world, the stuff you learn here will empower you outside. I want to educate you so much that you are solid for life. And I know this happens because I have people message me that I trained 20 years ago, that I trained 15 years ago, that come back to me and tell me what's gone on, how it's happened for them, how the stuff they learned here is now making sense in real life. So I work with the mind when we're here. Yes, we're working on our muscles. Yes, we're working on our bones. Yes, we're working on our heart and lung capacity, but we are working on your mindset. And that is what sets these classes apart from a lot of fitness classes out there. So I want you to think of that. If you've been struggling to stay connected, to stay motivated, to understand why the hell you're doing this stuff, please consider this. If you have been on the fence and you're like, I don't know, nothing's working, come and give it a 3-month effort. Not just one. 1 month is great. But if you can come in and sit down and commit to yourself for 3 months and really get here for 3 months, you will feel such a shift in your mindset, in your mobility, in your sleeping, all of it. Okay, moving on. Another one of our ladies, Donna, she said she loves how it's affordable and that she doesn't require any wild equipment. The equipment we use are dumbbells. I'm just pointing to my dumbbells here in my gym. If you're coming to the modified class, a sturdy chair. Okay, I got that at a thrift store for about $5. We use a tennis ball. We use a towel. We use loops and sliders. These loops and slider thingies, they're optional. You don't have to have them. That's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh, and sometimes a step. But I'm telling you right now, if you showed up with your body and a couple of soup cans, I will get you started. It doesn't have to be complicated. And I don't complicate it. I keep it pretty simple, but I keep it consistent. So she said she's loved that. She also is a testament to the rehabilitation properties that these classes offer. Now, you might be like, holy Katey, this is a whole podcast about your classes. Yes, it is. Tonight's it is, because I'm inviting you to a free class on December 22nd. That's in like a few days, right? On Monday, December 22nd. I want you to come here and try this class out. We're having a fitness fun day, Christmas fun day. So you got to come. It's going to be festive. It's going to be educational. It's going to be empowering, and it's free. So that's why we're talking about this tonight. Okay, so she said, another thing Donna said was it did help her rehabilitate. She has had 2 knee replacements, and the second knee replacement, she sailed through her rehabilitation process. And she says it's because of these classes, the way we work the muscles, the way we have a very balanced program. She said she went on YouTube prior to starting and tried to piece together a workout, and she didn't know if it was safe. She didn't know if it was effective. Now she knows I take care of all of that. All you got to do is show up, and I take care of the rest. So she loved it. She loved how educated she is now, that she can, if necessary, go and do her own thing. Because I will educate the bejesus out of you so that you can do this on your own. That's truly what I want for you. She also enjoys the group and the community. I have another Donna in the class, and she has been with our home workouts since February 2021 when it started. And she said the same thing, the group, the accountability, the accessibility. She moves a lot. She travels from Canada to the U.S., and she just logs in wherever she is, and she's able to do it. And she's encouraged her daughter to come. So now we have a mother and daughter coming. They live in different cities, but is it ever fun to watch them and get to connect like this over the screen? All right, we have another woman that comes. This lady is one of so much wisdom. Her name is Wan Lee. And Wan Lee comes to us. She's 72 3/4. I love it. She's going to be 73 in the new year. And she has shared that what's made a difference for her is the consistency. And she says that with herself, if she misses too many, she can feel that muscle drop. And it drops fast, you guys, as we approach 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. She's 72. And she notices last month that she got a little bit sick and she wasn't able to come as much. She said she felt her muscle just dropping. So she says when she's consistent, she feels better. She feels stronger. And her grip strength has improved, you guys. She's able to open jars that her husband can't even open because of coming here. Because you hold those weights and we hold them firmly. Her grip strength is improving, you guys. This is not stuff to be taken lightly. Your grip strength is a huge indicator of your longevity. And so we can't sit back and just wait another year for some fancy schmancy program to come along. This is the program. This is the program that can truly change you. I am not here as a quick fix. I am not. I am here as a fixture in your life. I am here because I want to be here. I am here because I have gifts and talents and so much education to share with you. And I want this to be something that you do as much as you brush your teeth, comb your hair, get dressed each day. You're going to become a worker-outer, and a well-educated worker-outer, an empowered worker-outer. I say if you leave with some energy, that's fantastic. But I want those things for you. All right. Another woman that comes to our group, Debbie, she joins us also from Pennsylvania. And she said that she has loved getting to know me through a screen. And she says, Katey, you make these classes personable. Anytime I've reached out to you, you always answer. If I've had something going on physically, you find modifications for me. You take time to message me back. You're very personable. And I will share something. I take my job very seriously. As silly as a human I am one of the fucking funniest, silliest humans you will ever meet. But I take my job as serious as I take my sillies. I am a fucking funny human. But when it comes to this, our workouts, your life, your health, your happiness, your longevity, your feeling powerful and strong and capable, I take this so serious. And that's why I will not stop showing up. I will not stop showing up for you guys. I'll tell you, it helps me show up for myself as well. I shared with the group tonight that when I was raising my kids, I am an open book. I raised my kids alone. Even when I was partnered, I raised them alone. You can figure out what that means. It means I was always their person. And when they were very small, it was very difficult. And so carving out this time to exercise has saved my life. Literally. It has made me, when my children were younger, it made me a better mother. I didn't yell and scream and swear as much when I was I say as much because, come on, I am not going to be a hypocrite and tell you I didn't yell, scream, and swear at my children or at life. But I did a lot less when I took care of my health. I shared with them that when the kids were little, we lived in this townhouse complex. And when they were small, they'd be in bed. I'd get up. I'd go run the loop of my block. It took me about 33 seconds. I would then run the loop, run up the stairs, count 1, 2, 3, run back down the stairs, go do another loop, run up the stairs, count my kids, 1, 2, 3, run back down the stairs. You know what? And I never lost them. They were always in their rooms. They were either sleeping or sitting, waiting for me, whatever it took. And yeah, there's times they had to wait for me to work on me first. So if you're a mama out there and you're not getting that time, if they're really young, it's hard to sit them down and explain it. Get them busy, set them up with something, coloring, Play-Doh, whatever the hell, a snack, and take care of yourself. As those children grow, and now mine have left the nest a long time ago, I'm so grateful that I have this routine. Again, it helped me through the empty nest stages of life and continues to. So those are some of the tips that were shared, tips and ideas that came out of our class tonight. And I'm here to invite you personally to give this class a try. Next Monday, December 22nd. Oh, you're hearing this on Wednesday. So on Monday, December 22nd, I want you to come and give this class a shot. I want you to try it. We're doing a fun 12 days of Christmas sing-along challenge. No, I'm not singing, but you get the idea. We are going to take our time. I did it the other day. I tested it out on myself. It took me about 30 minutes. I'm giving us about 40, 45 minutes to get through it. And it's doable. And you can do it. And if you're at this class and you're like, I want more, I will share with you how to up the ante if you want. But if you are sitting there and you're like, I don't want another year to go by where I'm waiting for a miracle to happen. You are your miracle. You are what's going to make it happen or not. Nobody can do it for you. That's the blessing and that's the curse. Nobody can. So you get to curate this the way you want to. You get to be in charge of you. There is no one that's going to come along. There's no magic pill. There's no magic machine. Nothing. There is you showing up regularly. That's it. Yes, we're going to throw in some good nutrition. Yes, we're going to sleep. Yes, we're going to laugh. We're going to do those things as well. But there's no magic one thing. It's a combination and doing them regularly. That's the difference maker. And yes, there's days you're not going to feel like doing it. You are human. However, that human self of yours, even on those days you don't want to do it, some days you just have to suck it up and just get through the first 5 to 10 minutes. And then, if 10 minutes in, I tell my classes this all the time. If 10 minutes in, you're not feeling it, maybe you're mentally burnt out, maybe you're physically got something going on, then you can package it up, put it to rest for the night, and try again the next day. You've got to give yourself grace. That's from Stephanie. Stephanie says, give yourself grace. I agree. We need to. You also need to give yourself that kick in the ass that you need sometimes. Nobody can do it for you. I say that over and over because it's just the facts. It's the truth. You can stop your mindless scrolling, looking for the next fix, I trust this program. I do, because I've seen it work over and over and over again. And so this is the time I'm offering this to you, to come and try it. See what you think. And yeah, you might be like, I don't know, Katey, my schedule, this, that, whatever. Maybe you carve out a schedule that suits your health needs for 3 months and you figure out all the rest of it. I don't know. I'm just here, your coach, not stopping to help find solutions. Now, maybe you're here and you're like, there's no flipping way I can come at those times. Reach out. Maybe I can help you figure out a solution that's not these classes, but it's something that you can do on a regular basis so that you can start to feel better. You don't need to feel this way. There is another life there for you, but you have to be the one to do it. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Oh, I wanted to share one other thing that Randy said. She said this a couple weeks ago. So this style of class that we're doing on Monday, she said, Katey, this is a quote from her, a quote-ish. Randy, I don't know exactly how you said it. But she says, the workout we're doing Monday is a cardio move, a strength. Cardio, strength. Cardio, strength. Cardio, strength. So we're going to be lifting. Okay, that's your strength move. Cardio, we're going to be doing whatever. She said, that style of class, she says, you know when you're a little kid and your mom would sneak vegetables in somehow, she would sneak the vegetables in. This is sneaking the vegetables in. For most of us, I'm not gonna assume it's everybody, but I hear from my participants, cardio is their least favorite. So by filtering them in and blending them together with our strength move, she says it's like you're sneaking vegetables on our plate. We don't even notice it. So this is a perfect class to give a shot and just try it out for yourself. So that's on Monday. All you need to do to get that is shoot me a message and I'll get you the link. Oh, and one other thing I need to follow up on. The 90-day challenge. How's the 90 days been for you guys? I'm going to be a straight shooter the last 3 weeks. I haven't been getting my reading in as consistently. And so what's the date today? The 15th. We've got 15 more days left of our challenge. I am going to go ham on my reading. I am. and it's going to feel so good. So that was my gift to myself, was I was going to read for the 90 days, and the last 3 weeks I've been a little slack. So just being a straight shooter with you, I'm going to get back on that. So if you are out there and you've been working on the 90-day challenge, let me know how it's going for you. Also, this is our giveaway month. We're doing the draw on Monday, the 22nd. So this is your last chance to share this podcast. Share this podcast to get entered in the draw. Tag me in something. If you share it and let me know you've done this. Last week, one of the ladies, she just shot me a message, said, Katey, I listened, it was great, shared it with 5 friends. Boom, you're entered. So I have a little giveaway parcel that I'm going to be mailing out. And so I need you to help me out, though. I want you to share this episode. I want you to go on my social media, share a couple of my posts, whatever. That's how you're going to get entered to win a prize from me. Okay, that is it now. I think I've covered everything. And if I've missed anything, I'll get you next week on the Big Messy Bun. I don't even know if I said it at the beginning. Did I say it? That we're episode 54 of the Big Messy Bun? I don't even know if I did, but I did now. So welcome and goodbye, all in one. See you next week on the Big Messy Bun. This is such an awkward finish. I haven't had an awkward finish in a long time, but when I make my screen too small, I can't find the end button. Here we are. Next week, we'll see you here, Big Messy Bun.